In a world where tech companies set standards, are the sartorial rules for job interviews changing? Should you go to work dressed like Mark Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs? The Moneyologist, Quentin Futrell, is here to tell us. Hello, Quentin.
Hello.
So the work landscape is quite varied these days, which can make that first interview tricky because you don't necessarily know the culture of the place you're interviewing.
Right. And everybody talks about how it's important to be a cultural fit.
Yes, exactly. So you have a reader who wrote in a little worried about his job interview. What did he tell you?
So he's going for a job in a tech company. He's based in San Francisco, and he says that they want him to dress casually.
They said, come to the interview dressed casually. The
Right.
problem is, what does that mean? There's so many ways of defining casual at work, right?
Right. So he's thinking like jeans and T-shirt. Should he wear? He usually wears. Maybe he could wear dress pants with a white, crisp white shirt, a la Martha Stewart.
Yes, that's more smart casual than
Smart casual.
casual.
Right. Should he go Mr. Rogers and wear a cardigan now that we're, experiencing cooler weather? What should he do?
What should he do? And it's true that the way we dress telegraphs a message about us.
Right.
What is Mark Zuckerberg telegraphing versus Steve Jobs?
Well, Mark Zuckerberg has said that the less thought he puts into what he has to wear,
the more thought he can put into his job.
right. It's just energy better spent.
Right.
And and for him, he's a leader in the style stakes because he's a young billionaire, the head of his own company, and he's. His message is, I don't have to dress a certain way like the rest of the establishment if I don't want to. And Steve Jobs, when he wore this turtleneck, black turtleneck was his trademark. It was more like a uniform. It was designed by a Japanese designer, Miyake, and he wanted consistency, and it also reflected a sort of I am where I am because of who I am.
Right.
And this is my style and my simplicity. And it was sort of iconic. He understood branding and he understood media.
But for those of us not interviewing for the position of CEO, who gets to set the standard, those who are coming in, how should we dress for a job interview, let's say at a tech company where they say casual?
Right. So I think you don't want to overdo it because it's always. I remember being that person with the suit still doesn't fit, but that person you see in the subway and you say they're going to a job interview, you can just tell they're so uncomfortable.
Yes.
So you want to wear something now that you've been given free license not to wear a suit. You want to wear something that you're comfortable in. And this fellow said he's comfortable in dress pants and a white shirt, and I think that's perfect.
That's perfect. That's smart casual.
Smart casual, right? And he's upping the ante a little bit, but you don't want to roll in a hoodie a la Mark Zuckerberg and realize everybody else is wearing shirts from Brooks Brothers.
Yeah, Mark might be able to get away with it, but not the rest of us. Now, what about colors? There was a survey recently done with hiring managers. What did they say about colors?
Well, they said that if you wear white, for this guy, they think it makes you look very organized.
That's good.
Black, they equated with power.
Oh, that's why I'm wearing my black today.
Yes. Brown was dependable. Red was powerful. Black was leadership. Red was powerful. I'm sorry, Tanya.
But there were some colors they said maybe shy away from those on your first interview.
Orange, yellow,
Purple, right?
Purple. You don't want to look.
Those were associated with creativity, but maybe not on the first interview.
Yes, and they're also associated with Barney and Big Bird.
Right. Good point. Good point. All right. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.